Pure are the cities, and you the ones to whom they are allotted. Pure is Dilmun land, pure is Sumer, and you are the ones to whom it is allotted. Pure is Dilmun land, pure is Dilmun land. Virginal is Dilmun land, pristine is Dilmun land. He laid her down, all alone in Dilmun, and the place where Enki had lain down with his spouse. The place was still virginal. That place was still pristine. He laid her down all alone in Dilmun, the place where Enki had laid down with Ninḥursaĝa. The place was virginal. That place was pristine. In Dilmun the raven was not yet cawing, the partridge not cackling, the lion did not slay, the wolf was not carrying off lambs, the dog had not been taught to make kids curl up, the pig had not learned that grain was to be eaten. When a widow that spread malt on the roof, the birds did not yet eat that malt up there. The pigeon then did not tuck the head under its wing. No eye disease, said there, I am the eye disease. No headache, said there, I am the headache. No old woman belonging to it, said there, I am an old woman. No old man belonging to it, said there, I am an old man. No maiden in her unwashed state in the city. No man dredging a river, said there, it is getting dark. No herald made the rounds in its bordered district. No singer sang an Elulam there. No wailings were wailed in the city's outskirts there. Ninḥursaġa said to her father Enki, You have given a city, you have given a city. What does you giving avail me? You have given a city, Dilmun. You have given a city. What does you giving avail me? You have given a city. What avails me your giving? You have given a city that has no river quay. You have given a city. What does your giving avail me? A city that has no fields, glebe, or furrow. Enki answered Ninḥursaġa, When you two steps up into heaven, fresh water shall run out of the ground for you from the standing vessels on Enzen's shore, from Nana's radiant high temple, from the mouth of the waters running underground. May the waters rise up from it into your great basins. May your city drink water aplenty from them. May Dilmun drink water aplenty from them. May your pools of salt water become pools of fresh water. May your city become an emporium on the quay of the land. May Dilmun become an emporium on the quay for the land. May the land of Tukris hand over to you the gold from Harali, lapis lazuli, and may the land of Malhula load precious, desirable cornelian messwood of Amagan and the best Abba wood into large ships for you. May the land of Marhasi yield you precious stones, topaz. May the land of Magan offer you strong, powerful copper, delarite, yew-stone, and soman stone. May the sea land offer you its own ebony wood of a king. May the tent lands offer you fine, multicolored wools. May the land of Elam hand over your choice wools, its tribute. May the manor of Urim, the royal throne dais, the city, load up into large ships for you sea-same, august raiment, and fine cloth. May the wide sea yield you its wealth. The city's dwellings are good dwellings. Dilmun's dwellings are good dwellings. Its grains are little grains. Its dates are big dates. Its harvests are triple. Its wood is great wood. At that moment, on that day, and under that sun, when you two stepped up into heaven from the standing vessels, on Enzen's shore, from Nana's radiant high temple, from the mouth of the waters running underground, fresh waters ran out of the ground for her. The waters rose up from it into her great basins. Her city drank water aplenty from them. Dilmun drank water aplenty from them. Her pools of salt water indeed became pools of fresh water. Her fields, glebe, and furrows indeed produced grain for her. Her city indeed became an emporium for the quay for the land. Dilmun indeed became an emporium on the quay for the land. At that moment, on that day, and under that sun, so it indeed happened. All alone, the wise one, toward Nintur, the country's mother, Enki, the wise one, toward Nintur, the country's mother, was digging his phalas into the dikes, plunging his phalas into the reed beds. The august one pulled his phalas aside and cried, "No man take me in the marsh." Enki cried out, "By the life's breath of heaven, I adjure you, lie down for me in the marsh, lie down for me in the marsh. That would be joyous." Enki distributed his semen, destined for Damgolnana. He poured semen into Ninḥursaĝa's womb, and she conceived the semen in her womb, the semen of Enki. But her 1 month was 1 day, but her 2 months were 2 days, but her 3 months were 3 days, but her 4 months were 4 days, but her 5 months were 5 days, but her 6 months were 6 days, but her 7 months were 7 days, but her 8 months were 8 days, but her 9 months were 9 days. In the month of womanhood, like fine oil, like oil of abundance, Nintur, mother of the country, like fine oil, gave birth to Ninhursag. In turn, Ninhursag went out to the riverbank. Enki was able to see up there from the marsh. He was able to see up there. He said to his minister Izimud, "Is this nice youngster not to be kissed? Is this nice Ninhursag not to be kissed? My master will sail. Let me navigate. He will sail. Let me navigate." First he put his feet in the boat. Next he put them on dry land. He clasped her to the bosom, kissed her. Enki poured semen into the womb, and she conceived the semen in the womb, the semen of Enki. But her 1 month was 1 day, but her 2 months were 2 days, but her 9 months were 9 days. In the month of womanhood, like fine oil, like oil of abundance, Ninhursag, like fine oil, like oil of abundance, gave birth to Ninḥursaġa. In turn, Ninḥursaġa went to the riverbank. Enki was able to see up there from the marsh. He was able to see up there. He said to his minister Izimud, "Is that nice youngster not to be kissed? Is that nice Ninḥursaġa not to be kissed?" His minister answered him, "Kiss the nice youngster. Kiss the nice Ninḥursaġa. My master will sail. Let me navigate. He will sail. Let me navigate." First he put his feet in the boat. Next he put them on dry land. He clasped her to the bosom, kissed her. Enki poured semen into the womb, and she conceived the semen in her womb, the semen of Enki. But her 1 month was 1 day, but her 9 months were 9 days. In the month of womanhood, like oil like oil of abundance, Ninḥursaġa, like oil of abundance, gave birth to Utu, the exalted woman. Ninḥursaġa in turn gave birth to Ninmah. She brought the child up and made her flourish. Ninmah in turn went to the riverbank. Enki was towing his boat along and was able to see up there. He laid eyes on Ninmah on the riverbank and said to his minister Izimud, "Have I ever kissed one like this nice youngster? Have I ever made love to this one like nice Ninmah?" His minister Izimud answered him, "My master will sail, let me navigate. He will sail, let me navigate." First he put his feet in the boat. Next he put them on dry land. He clasped her to the bosom, lying in her crotch, made love to the youngster, and kissed her. Enki poured semen into Ninmah's womb, and she conceived the semen in the womb, the semen of Enki. To the woman, its 1 month was but its 1 day. Its 2 months were but its 2 days. Its 3 months were but its 3 days. Its 4 months were but its 4 days. Its 5 months were but its 5 days. Its 6 months were but its 6 days. Its 7 months were but its 7th day. Its 8 months were but its 8 days. And its 9 days in the month of womanhood, like oil, like oil of abundance. Ninmah, like fine oil of abundance, gave birth to Utu, the exalted woman. Nintur said to Utu, "Let me advise you, and may you take heed of my advice. Let me speak words to you, and may you heed my words. From in the marsh, one man is able to see up there, He is, from in the marsh, Enki is able to see up there, He is. He will set eyes on you." Utu said, "Bring cucumbers in, bring apples with their stems sticking out, bring grapes in their clusters, and in the house you will indeed have hold of my halter. O Enki, you will indeed have hold of my halter. When he was filling with water a second time, he filled the dikes with water, he filled the canals with water, he filled the fallows with water. The gardener, in his joy, rose from the dust and embraced him. Who are you? Who? The garden. He brought his cucumbers in. He brought him apples with the stem sticking out, brought him grapes in their clusters, filled his lap. Enki made his face attractive and took a staff in his hand. Enki came to a halt at Yutu's, knocked on her door of her house, demanding, "Open up, open up." She asked, "Who are you?" He answered, "I am a gardener. Let me give you cucumbers, apples, and grapes for your consent." Joyfully Yutu opened the door. Enki gave Yutu, the exalted woman, cucumbers in, gave her apples with their stems sticking out, gave her grapes in their clusters. He poured beer for her in a large band measure. Yutu, the exalted woman, to the left for him, waved the hands for him. Enki aroused Yutu. He clasped her to the bosom, lying in her crotch, fondling her thighs, fondling her with the hand. He clasped her to the bosom, lying in her crotch, made love to the youngster, and kissed her. Enki poured semen into Yutu's womb, and conceived the semen in the womb, the semen of Enki. Yutu, the beautiful woman, cried out. "Woe my thighs," she cried out. "Woe my body, woe my heart." Ninḥursaĝa removed the semen from the thighs. She grew the tree plant, she grew the honey plant, she grew the vegetable plant, she grew the asparto grass, she grew the atutu plant, she grew the astaltal plant, she grew the plant, she grew the amharu plant. Enki was able to see up there from the marsh. He was able to see up there. He said to his minister, Izmud, "I have not determined the destiny of these plants. What is this one? What is that one?" His minister, Izmud, had the answer for him. "My master, the tree plant," he said to him, cut it off for him, and Enki ate it. "My master, the honey plant," he said to him, pulled it up for him, and Enki ate it. "My master, the vegetable plant," he said to him, cut it off for him, and Enki ate it. "My master, the alfalfa grass," he said to him, pulled it up for him, and Enki ate it. "My master, the atutu plant," he said to him, cut it off for him, and Enki ate it. "My master, the astaltal plant," he said to him, pulled it up for him, and Enki ate it. "My master, the plant," he said to him, cut it off for him, and Enki ate it. "My master, the amharu plant," he said to him, pulled it up for him, and Enki ate it. Enki determined the destiny of the plants, had them know it in their hearts. Ninḥursaġa cursed the name of Enki. "Until his dying day, I will never look upon him with life-giving eye." Then Nuna sat down in the dust, but a fox was able to speak to Enlil. "If I bring Ninḥursaġa to you, what will be my reward?" Enlil answered the fox, "If you bring Ninḥursaġa to me, I shall erect 2 birch trees for you in my city, and you will be renowned." The fox first anointed his body, first shook out his fur, first put coal on his eyes. The fox said to Ninḥursaġa, "I have been to Nibiru, but Enlil. I have been to Urim, but Nana. I have been to Larsim, but Yutu. I have been to Unag, but Inanna. I am seeking refuge with one." Ninḥursaġa hastened to the temple. Then Nuna slipped off her garment, determined its destiny, and Ninḥursaġa made Enki sit by her vagina. She placed her hands on and on its outside. Ninḥursaġa asked, "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" "The top of my head, Ugudili, hurts me." She gave birth to Abu out of it. "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" "The locks of my hair, Siki, hurt me." She gave birth to Ninsikala out of it. "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" "My nose, Giri, hurts me." She gives birth to Ningirutad out of it. "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" "My mouth, Ka, hurts me." She gave birth to Nankasi out of it. "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" "My throat, Z, hurts me." She gave birth to Natsi out of it. "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" "My arm, Ah, hurts me." She gave birth to Azuma out of it. "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" "My ribs, T, hurt me." She gave birth to Ninti out of it. "My brother, what part of you hurts you?" My sides, Zag, hurt me. She gave birth to Ensag out of it. She said, for the little ones to whom I have given birth may rewards not be lacking. Abu shall become king of the grasses. Ninsikala shall become lord of Magan. Ninğursaĝa should marry Ninazu. Ninsaki shall be what satisfies the heart. Natsi shall marry Nindara. Azumua shall marry Ninḥursaĝa. Ninti shall become the lady of the mouth, and Edzag should be the lord of Dilmun. Praise be to Father Enki.